In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cover up your fine lines and your sunken eyes and eye bags with makeup, and if they can actually be removed permanently or not. So definitely stick around and keep on watching. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is your skin care. So these areas are meant to be hydrated, not oily but hydrated. You want to make sure they are hydrated to improve that elasticity of the skin so that they can be able to contract and relax without much effort to, separate the makeup. And the first thing you'd want to use for this after your skincare routine is a moisturizer, and I'm using the Blossom Makeup Skincare Moist Essence Cream Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid for this. I'm just going to take that in 1-2 pumps like this, really small, and I'm going to massage that right under my eyes, on my laugh lines, and all over my face. I'm going to clean this off because I want to use this side to show you what you shouldn't do. Next step is to go in with some primer, and I'm going to be taking this LA Girl Face Finity All Day Primer. You want to avoid putting too much product under your eyes. The only product you want to be generous with would be a good eye cream or your moisturizer. And now this side of my face is already looking really hydrated compared to this side. So we're going to basically try out some tips and tricks that I see everywhere on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, to get rid of laugh lines and to get rid of under eye creasing, and we'll see if there would be a difference. I'm going to take this a step further and just draw a line right between my face, in the middle of my face rather. This should be good enough. And I don't know if you can see or tell the difference already, but I can, that this is more hydrated than this side. Now we're moving on to foundation, and we're going to take 1 pump, and I'm going to take my foundation brush as usual, and I'm just going to warm this up on my hand, and I'm going to start applying it around the perimeter of my face on this area, and just buff that in and keep buffing that in, extending it. And then I'm going to take the remainder of the product and go inwards towards my T-zone area. Extend that product as well to the laugh lines, because I don't want, like I said, I don't want a lot of products in there. Go over my chin and then under my eyes last, because you can even do without putting any product in that under eye area. You just want your concealer to be there, but even if you want to put some product, it just has to be minimal, like as little as possible. And this is what 1 pump of this foundation anyways, because it's a full coverage foundation, so you need to know what 1 pump can do for you. I still have some left on my hand, but basically it has covered half of my face, so the highest amount I would need would probably be 2 pumps of this foundation. So as you can see, this is so sheer that it hasn't totally cancelled out the darkness in my under eye area. So this is how the side is looking now. Now for this side, I haven't put anything on this side of my face, so it's going to be so dry, and I'm going to go straight in and put about 3 pumps of foundation already, and I'm just going to start to just apply that anyway and pack that under my eye. This is what we have right now, and it's giving more coverage than this, but I think my brush did a good job of like diffusing out the product. It's not such a visible difference, but you can see, literally see the coverage. This area is more covered than this area. Now we're done with foundation. We're moving into concealer. To just enhance the creasing, you want to go right under your eyes and put a whole lot of product right there. Just pack the product right on. And for this side, as usual, I'm going to be going in with my concealer in the areas just right under my lower eyelid where I need to conceal. I'm not taking that product up because when blending, I'm going to be taking that product up, and right here as well. While leaving that to set, I'm also going to put a tiny bit here, a tiny bit here, and here as well. As usual, we'll do the same for the other side. And now I'm going to start blending this side. I just want to stipple that in because I want to be too careful not to go over to the other side. That might be tough, but we're just going to try. And immediately I am done blending these areas out, I'm going to go over to this side and I'm going to start blending, and I'm going to start from the edges and take it up because you want that coverage, but you still don't want too much product, especially in the corner of your eyes and right under in your lower eyelid. You don't want too much product in those areas, so you want to take it and then blend out this corner to give it that lifted effect. Now on this side, I'm going to be taking my beauty sponge and I'm going to start from here as well and just try to stipple that in. I'm already finding it too hard to blend this. You really don't want to leave your concealer to set for too long, but I'm still going to leave it. I can still see that it is not fully dry, so I'm going to leave it for some time and come back. So when you have cream concealers or dried out liquid concealers under your eyes like this, what they tend to do is become heavier and they're going to settle into those crease lines. They're going to settle into those crease lines and just make them more prominent. I'm finding it hard to blend it out. It has settled into that crease line and it's making it more prominent, along with the fact that I didn't hydrate my face on this side. There's no form of hydration on this side. So the next thing we're going to do is to set the under eye in place. Now, as usual, you know that you should go back in, especially if you've been doing other things after blending out your concealer. You want to go back in just to be sure. You might not see any crease lines, but just go back in and blend really well. You could use a concealer brush for this. You could use a beauty blender for this, and extend your eye. Try to contract your muscles to see if you can make the lines to, will I say, expand more so that you can have a place. And then you also want to do the same for the mouth. And I learned this from a video from Ife Art History. I would link her video down in the description box so that you can watch it if you want to. So she said to try to blow air into the side of your mouth and then blend. And then you want to set your face the way you normally set your face. Then take off any excess, press it into the skin to blend it in. For this side, on the other hand, I'm not going to set any creasing in place and I'm just going to go right in and just bake, just like this. I've let this powder set on my face for quite a few minutes and now I'm just going to dust off the excess. And I don't know why, but this is giving me 2016 vibes. I don't know if there's going to be a significant difference between both of them, but we're going to see. This is what this side is looking like right now. the side of my face. And this is what this side is looking like. Okay, maybe there is a slight difference. I can see it. I don't know if you can. But the crease lines are more prominent on this side than on this side. This is how my laugh lines look. This is how they look from far. I feel like you can still see this one. I can still see this one. I can barely see this one. Like, it's not like they're not there. You can see it. You can literally see it when I come closer to you. But it's not prominent. And the same thing goes for the eye makeup. Like, obviously the lines are still going to show because they're there naturally, but it's not as prominent as this one. But is it a significant difference? No. I feel like 6-7 years ago when I started makeup, this is how it was actually done. This was the right way to do this. But yeah, this is what to tell you the truth, I'm actually surprised that this trick that I learned recently worked out fine and good for me. Like, I'm so surprised that this came out the way it is. Like, there's actually a difference. Wow, this is so, like, this crack here is very disturbing. But this is the finished look. The difference, I would say, is like is barely there. Honestly, you have to like look closely. For someone that is not really into makeup as much, or a beginner to makeup, I doubt you would see that much difference between these two. It's like it's not that much of a difference, but throughout the day you would see the difference, because this would start to kick up, it would start to separate, it would start to get worse. So you would see the difference. Another thing that can affect a makeup so badly is having patchy foundation, and that is why in this video right here I tell you the tips and tricks to avoid having patchy foundation or patchy makeup. So you can click that to watch that video. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on your notification bell so that you can find more videos like this. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. And this is the finished look. Another thing that